Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the Battle for Wesnoth campaign, Heir to the Throne. In our last episode, we began Scenario 24, which involves the final siege for the city of Weldon, and as you can see, we have the evil Queen Asheviere, who must be killed off in order to win this scenario. So just to remind everybody of the objectives, we have to defeat Queen Asheviere, and we can't lose any of our main characters. We also have to do this within 60 turns, and as I mentioned here, this is the final scenario, or at least the final battle for Wesnoth and for the city of Weldon. So, last time we managed to largely survive the initial onslaught. Again, lots of units coming at us. Horsemen, different forms of human infantry. We also had some orcish units. We thankfully were able to, at the very least, eliminate the enemy commander here, but you can see that there is still an orcish commander to the north, and we also have a cavalier, so a more horse-oriented commander over here in the backside, and then, of course, Asheviere herself. But thankfully, we at least were able to deal with this commander, and we've weathered the storm pretty well. Let's just take a look at what we've lost so far. So if we look at our losses, we've lost, unfortunately, a champion, an outrider, a couple of shaman, and a couple of griffin riders. So really just 2 tier 3 units so far. And of course, because this is the final scenario, we're putting everything on the line. So if we do end up losing some units, it's not the end of the world. And to that note, actually, a great comment from Oni Rusanen on the last episode. Just a good reminder to not worry so much about gold or anything like that. Recruit the units that I need because, again, this is, as the objective screen mentioned, the final scenario, or at least the final scenario with an active battle. So big thank you to Oni just for that great reminder. With no further ado here, let's jump in and see if we can finish up this scenario. All right, so it is our turn, and we were sort of defending against this rush. So again, we've formed basically a battle line here, and it's pretty much gone all the way from this southern waterfront, pretty much up around to the northern part of where the encampment was where we started. You can see I've brought Conrad out to kind of help with the fighting, although realistically, maybe better to have him eventually go back in case we need to recruit more units. But for now, I think we've done a pretty decent job of weathering the storm. So let's see if we can clean things up. We've got this horseman here who's causing us some difficulty. Maybe we can get the kill with this guardsman. That wouldn't be bad. He's got a decent amount of experience. It'd be great if we could level him up. So let's see if we can get the kill with our spear. Come on, land that hit. Yes, there we go. Perfect. More experience there, closer to leveling up. Now, we definitely need to get rid of this assassin because obviously we don't want anybody else getting poisoned. So let's see if we can land a hit or two. Obviously, low defense, or excuse me, high defense meaning low chance to hit. We got lucky there and we landed 2 out of the 3, so that's pretty good. Now down here we've got a little bit more challenging situation to deal with. We've got quite a few very strong units, so we have to figure out how best to handle this. Now, one thing we could do is try to get rid of this pikeman here with a combination of our druid and our high lord here, Kalen's. The only danger, of course, is we don't want Kalen's being in a position where he could get killed off because, again, he is one of the characters who we cannot afford to lose, or we'll lose this scenario. All right, meanwhile, we've still got this assassin. We could use our Mage of Light just to finish him off. I don't hate that idea. That would free up our Grand Knight as well as Delphador to get in here and assist with what's going on. So maybe we do that. Although, you know, the Knight might be a better choice if we just have to hit one time. So maybe we do that, and then we bring the Mage of Light down to assist us in the bulk of the fighting. My only concern, of course, is I don't want to put the mage in any unnecessary risk. But yeah, let's try this out. Let's see if the longsword will work. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So that frees up Conrad, Delphador, and our Mage of Light. So, let's see. Well, again, maybe I should deal with the more pressing situation down here because this is quite nasty, unfortunately. This Dwarvish Stalwart is getting pretty close to leveling up. If he gets a kill, I think he will. We want to retreat our general back because obviously our general's in pretty rough shape and is poisoned. So there's no reason to lose him if we don't have to. So why don't we just pull him right back out of here? You know what? I think Lusar is healthy enough that we could probably get her into the fight. But let's see. We can at least go here. And then we can still get in range of the White Mage to get some healing, which is what I need. We're going to move the Guardsman in just to fill that spot. Although, hang on. Can we get one further down? No, we can't. I was going to say, if we could get him here, I'd shuffle this stalwart up here to try and get the kill on the horseman, and then hopefully level up. But that's all right. So we'll go here. Then I think what we'll do is we'll use our stalwart here to get the kill on the horseman if possible. Just one hit is needed. Perfect. There it is. All right, so now we've got this guy and this guy to maybe try and kill off this swordsman. Let's see if we can make that happen. We'll go for some spear attacks, even though we're going to take damage. Yep. Maybe we can get some hits, though. Come on. Man, that's brutal. We didn't land a single blow. All right, we have to hit twice. Let's hope we get lucky. Okay, 1, 2, there it is. Perfect, and that's what I was counting on. We needed that level up, and we got it. So now our Dwarvish Sentinel is substantially stronger. He's a level 3 unit, and he got his health back as well, which is a big deal. Okay, now down here we've got our Druid, our High Lord, and a Stalwart who could perhaps get in there to assist. So maybe what we do is we just go for the Ensnare for the slowing. The other option is we just hit him with Thorns, but really the damage output isn't great. So let's just go for the slow. There, and we hit twice. That's perfect. All right, now we can just let him have it with some attacks, I think. So maybe what we'll do is we'll use Kalen's and we'll go for the Fairy Fire attacks just to see if we can land any of them. Now, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4, not bad. Would have been great to hit all 5, but we would have to hit all 3 to get the kill, unfortunately, which is kind of unlikely. Now, the Great Mage could step down to assist, but again, we do have to be careful. We don't want to put that Great Mage in any unnecessary risk. That said, it might be worth doing. All right, well, let's move the Stalwart. Actually, hang on a minute. We could put the Great Mage right here and basically just kill off this pikeman without too much difficulty, or kill the infantryman, but I think we go for the pikeman. Then we could just keep our Stalwart there to kind of hold the line, I guess. It's not the worst idea in the world. The only danger, of course, is this heavy infantryman standing there who can do some pretty nasty melee damage to this Great Mage. It's not ideal. The other option would be... Well, really, I think that's probably our best choice. Yeah, the Griffin Rider can't make it down that far. I would really like to get the kill on the pikeman, even though he's slowed. I think just getting him out of the fight would be very helpful for us. But you know what? Before I decide that, let's maybe figure out this stuff up here, because these are some pretty nasty customers kind of in the center of this. And of course, these duelists can have skirmishers, so they can bypass our line. So it would probably be good if we could at least whittle them down, if not outright get rid of them. All right, well, let's step in and light beam it up. Perfect. All right, and that's going to free things up a little bit now so that maybe our champion can step on out and give this guy some business with his sword. We'd have to hit twice. He's going to hit us for some good damage, but maybe we can... I don't know. I'm just trying to think what would be best. I don't want to put Lasar out there, you know, in risk, and I don't want to do that with Delphidor either, because he's a little bit worse for wear at the moment. Conrad's in pretty good shape. I mean, we could send Conrad out, let him do some bow damage at least, try for the kill that way, or maybe use his sword. But again, he could take some punishment and be in a bad situation. It'd be better if we could do somebody with range damage. We have this Mage of Light who could step out and light beam it up. Again, I don't want to lose my Mage of Light, though, because healing is pretty critical at this point. We're going to need some other bodies to fill this line as well. Unfortunately, our Highwayman and our Sharpshooter are both probably going to have to pull back. And sadly, we don't... Oh, thankfully, our Griffin Rider can get in there. Okay, that's excellent. So at the very least, we can plug the line with the Griffin Rider. We've got the Dwarvish Lord here. We've got our Great Mage. We have our champion. We have Lasar. So we do have people who can plug the line. The question is just how's that going to go? So again, 3. We'd have to hit 2 out of 3 with our Sentinel here. So that's pretty unlikely. That's probably not going to get the kill. Plus, we're going to take some punishment in return. And the Sentinel's in kind of rough condition. The highwaymen, again, not feeling so great. Plus, it's the middle of the day. Oh, boy. You know, this one is one of those kind of, like, decisions moments where, you know, I could really lose some units here if I'm not careful. Lasar's got 49 health, so she's not feeling great, but she's not, you know, totally out of commission. All right, here's what we're going to do. I may end up regretting this decision, but we're going to use the white mage here. We're going to go like this. We're going to light beam it up. Ouch. Yep, regretting it already. And we didn't get the kill, which we kind of needed to get. Let's see if we can get the kill here with our spear. Okay, excellent. Unfortunately, this white mage is now in not great position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably have to move the champion out to assist to try to cut off this duelist so that we're at least not getting... of course, he can just go wherever he wants, which is going to create problems for me. One thing I suppose I could do is move over here like this, and then bring Delphador down to just blast him with magic. You know, I really don't hate that idea, so let's see. Maybe we can make that happen. Let's just chuck a javelin at him. All right, no luck. Okay, we're going to go like this. I may end up... Ugh, I'm a little nervous. I don't want Delphador to get hit. Oh, and he did. Shoot. Okay, at least we got the kill. And then what we can do is we can plug that hole now with our champion. Perfect. There we go. Okay, and our champion can soften up the pikemen a little bit. Hopefully. Nice. Okay, 2 out of 3. We can live with that. Sharpshooter can get the kill here, but then we'll probably die off. But really, at this point, that's not the end of the world for me. I think I'm going to do that. So we'll just go for the kill here with the sharpshooter. Oh my god, and we got really unlucky and did not get the kill. That's very, very unfortunate. I was relying on that kill happening because now we're in a bit of a situation where we have to... Ugh. Yeah, we kind of have to decide now how to proceed. I think what we'll do is we'll pull the highwayman out, give him some healing. We're going to... Now, Conrad could get down there, but I think I'd rather have the Griffin Rider get in there and go for some claw attacks here. Maybe even get the kill if we're lucky. Nice. Oh, fantastic. There we go. Excellent work by the Griffin Rider. That is making things a lot better looking out here, that's for sure. All right, Dwarvish Lord. We could go here, or we could just step up and try to get the finish. I don't hate that idea. Yeah, maybe let's just get rid of this guy if we can. We are going to take some punishment, but I think it's worth it. If we can get the kill, that is perfect. There we go. All right. Now, again, we could go range versus range, but we're going to take some punishment almost certainly. I don't think that's worth it. So I think what I'd rather do... Oh, and unfortunately, this guy cannot get into range of a healer. Shoot, that's kind of sad. I mean, again, he's not going to die from the poison. It'll take him down to 1 health, but he won't die, so that's good. I'd really hate to lose this general. I was actually hoping to see if we could get him up to max level 4 for his final form, but that may not be possible. All right, over here, we've got a few options. We could do some spear attacks on the longbowman. We could just throw a javelin at this heavy infantryman. I am a little nervous about Kalen's taking a double whammy from these two. They could both beat him up pretty good. Again, there is the option to step down and try and finish off the pikeman, or at least do some more damage to him. But I think it's probably better for the dwarvish stalwart to stay where he is. So let's just throw that javelin. All right, at least we hit. Now, the Great Mage, I guess, could come down. And you know what? Maybe we step the Great Mage down and we blast this guy, go for the kill. Alternatively, I guess we could just kill the pikeman. I'm a little nervous about how much damage his mace can do, though. We could definitely get the kill there. The only problem is we don't do enough with our staff to kill him, so we'd probably eat most of these hits. All right, you know what? We're gonna just roll the dice. Let's go for the. Let's go here for the heavy infantryman. Nice. Just got to hit once more. Perfect. Okay, I may come to regret this because now he can get ganged up on by the pikeman and the longbowman, but we will have to see. But yeah, unfortunately, not a lot of opportunities here for good healing. So we can go like this, like this. This guy, and like I said, not going to be able to get cured of his poison just yet. But at least he's safe, or mostly safe, from further damage. Conrad, on the other hand, you know what? Why don't we just send Conrad out and grab this village? I know it's putting him in risk, but, I mean, really, there isn't a whole lot else that can go and attack him. We got this long swordsman, but, I mean, he's on a village, so I'm not too worried. We're going to end it there. Ooh, shoot. Okay, we may have to pull back, because now there's... Oh, and there goes my sharpshooter. Yikes. We knew that was coming, but still, that hurt. Ooh, and there goes one of my dwarves. Oh, I hope my lord doesn't die here. That would be highly unfortunate. Yeah, Conrad's going to have to pull back. A little bit too much heat up there. Thankfully, we got some good healing going, at least. Alright, good opportunity maybe to try to evolve my Griffin Rider with a kill on this horseman, though. Alright, so down here... Okay, this guy retreated back, so that actually makes my life a lot easier. We've still got this longbowman we have to kill. Alright, up here got a little bit nasty, so we're going to need some dwarves, I think, to help. You know what? We might be able to hold this. If we move our dwarves in, maybe a few of our other units, we might be able to hold this. We'll have to be careful, of course, but... Plus, we can get Lasar in there, and she can use her magic, so... That shouldn't be too big of a problem for us, honestly. Alright, well, let's deal with this in here first. So we've got the horseman, like I said. I would like to get the kill with my Griffin Rider, most likely, to try to get a level up there to a Griffin Master. Let's see if we can make that happen. We just have to hit once. Perfect. Oh, not quite, but close. I mean, whatever. I'll take it. Alright, now it's just this longbowman who needs to get obliterated here. So, the Dwarvish Lord's going to have to retreat a little bit to heal. We do have our champion who's in good position to dish out some heavy punishment. We've also got to deal with this down here. Kalen's can probably kill off this pikeman pretty easily. So let's maybe do that. We'll just use our fairy fire. Yeah, very nice. Okay, perfect. The druid, it would be good to go and get involved in some healing, maybe. Yeah, she's not going to be of much assistance in terms of fighting at the moment, but with her healing, that should be useful. So let's just start hitting him with spears here if we can. Yeah, very nice. Soften him up a bit. Then we can go in for the finish with this guy. We just have to hit twice. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, no luck. Wow, we missed all of them. That's really unfortunate. We'll go for another hit here if we can. Come on, 1, 2. Yes, there we go. Now, the Great Mage, unfortunately, is a little bit beat up. So I think we'll actually just capture the village with him, have him sit back, get some healing done. I will move the Druid up to help. Now, this guy needs to die, and we need probably some muscle to do it, I think. So I'm thinking probably the champion would be a good choice for this. The Dwarvish Lord, again, in rough shape. Probably not great to have him try and do that. Now, with the rest of this, I think we should be able to handle what we have going on. So let's use Conrad. We'll use some bow attacks. Nice. Okay, soften him up a little bit. With one of our Mages of Light, we can probably get in there and do some light beam blasting. We'd probably hit 2 out of the 3, I'm guessing. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. And then it's just bringing somebody else in who can hit pretty hard on the bottom. Alright, yeah, let's bring our Mage of Light up. We'll blast him. Nice, okay, 2 out of 3, that's kind of what I figured. And then, boy, it'd be nice if I could get a kill with this guy, but that's probably not... Yeah, it's not feasible given his movement range. Lasar could step in and just do some heavy magic damage, but... Again, might be nice to try and get a kill with someone who needs more experience. The only danger, of course, is I risk getting beat up a little bit. Yeah, and we'd have to hit twice, so that's not as ideal. That said, I'd rather save some magic for this heavy infantryman who is going to need a blasting. Of course, we got to watch out for this pikeman and longbowman who are on the horizon there. All right, well, let's put Lasar right here. Get the kill with the scepter. Yep. Very nice. And now we've got a lot more room to maneuver, so we could put the Mage of Light right here and blast the infantrymen and then follow up with some attacks from another unit. This guy's going to be able to go right here or here, which means that whoever we put there is going to be at risk of getting blasted by this pikeman, not to mention could get poisoned by the assassin. But at least that clears that up a bit. I think it's probably best to use the champion right here. So let's go toe-to-toe, do some sword hits, hopefully. Yep. Oh, man, we're taking a little more damage than I would have liked, and we didn't hit as many times as I was hoping. But at least he's in pretty rough shape now. So, the units that we have left that can do some work, we could bring our highwaymen down to swing. He's getting pretty close to a level up. That wouldn't be the worst thing ever. I just don't want to risk losing him. Yeah, and we'd have to hit multiple times. And if he hits twice, we die. So that's not advisable. Our Dwarvish Lord could step down here and then go to fight. Again, if we get hit twice, we're not going to die, but we're going to be in bad shape. So probably not a great idea. This Mage of Light, however, could go down here, give this guy some light beam action, and pretty much get the kill. Delphador could also step in, but I'd rather probably have a heavy melee hand in there. What about the Stalwart? What kind of damage can we do? Yeah, let's maybe do this. Step in, give him some business. Nice, and there's the kill. That's excellent. That is absolutely fantastic. And you know what? The Dwarvish Lord can grab this village and get some healing going. He won't be at risk for any units attacking him just yet, so absolutely, let's do that. All right, now, our general needs the healing, so we may send him down to the Druid, actually, to get that going. Otherwise, here on the top end of things, let's step right in here just for some protection. This little guy can move up as well. We'll bring him up kind of in behind like this. Although, you know what? Might be better. I guess he did take some damage. I was going to say, if he levels up, he'll get his health back, but might be good to just get the healing. I was going to say I could put the highwaymen over here to get the healing benefit, but I think we can use this guy to do that, so this white mage, that is. Now, we could, like I said, go here, but then that's going to put us in risk of getting blasted by this pikeman. So I would prefer not to do that, admittedly. Everybody else here is in pretty bad condition, as you can see, so really not so good looking. Our Grand Knight is doing okay, but is not feeling amazing. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go in like this and just try for some longsword hits. If we can land 2 of them, we'll get the kill. There's 1. Oh, perfect. There we go. Okay, well, that's the assassin at least dealt with. So now it's just this pikeman, the crossbowman over here, the Orcish warlord, of course. But really, it's the pikeman and this heavy infantryman who are our biggest problem. Now, what we could, I suppose, do is... Yeah, like I said, you know, I've been saying I could risk the white mage, and it's not the worst idea ever. I just would hate to lose a mage at this point, especially, you know, if the warlord can't get out. If I go here, the warlord can't make it. The only one that can is the pikeman, and I think we could probably survive the hits. So let's try it. We have to hope that these hit, though. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. Now we have to have somebody else who's capable of doing some pretty decent damage. Now, Delphador can, but that's going to put him in a bad spot. Oh, I didn't really think this one all the way through, unfortunately. All right. Oh, and that's going to get our highwayman pretty much guaranteed killed. Yeah, I may have just doomed this Mage of Light to death. That was not the wisest choice. Well, shoot. Yeah, that was definitely not a great idea. I could, like I said, I could put Delphador out there, but that's too big a risk because then this pikeman can just obliterate him. Yeah, I don't think I have any other choice here, so I think I have to try and maybe sacrifice the highwayman, so let's do it. Oh, we got so lucky there. So the Highwayman is going to get healing from the Mage of Light, but may get killed by the Pikeman, potentially. But at least the Mage is now much safer. I think we'll move our Highwayman in here for the healing benefit. We'll move our General down to the Druid to get cured. Delphador as well can go down and get some healing. This little guy, unfortunately, is not going to get any healing this turn. So we'll just make him head over that way. And I think that's going to about do it. So we will end our turn there. Okay, great. The Orcish Warlord coming out to face us. That's going to make it easier to kill him. He's now in the open ground, which is going to make things a heck of a lot easier. Our Knight getting speared pretty good. Unfortunately, almost dead. Again, being a mounted unit is susceptible to that piercing damage, as it, makes sense. Okay. So we've got the Warlord. Now, magic is probably going to be our best bet, especially as it's getting to nighttime. We really don't want this guy to get full boost of being chaotic at night, because his melee damage output's going to be absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. So what I'm thinking is we need to kill off the pikemen, but really we want to prioritize killing this guy if we can. So we've got plenty of magic damage. We've got our Lasar. We've got our 2 Mages of Light. That should be plenty to get the kill. The only then issue is just going to be, we don't want to overextend and then be in a bad position afterwards. Yeah, everybody else over here is fine. Our general is cured of his poison. He's still in really bad shape, though. And we've still got units that can move in and hurt us pretty good. So this swordsman and this longbowman. So we have to be, strategic about how we do this, I think. So maybe one thing we can do is go right in there and blast initially. Let's see how that works. Nice. Come on, one more. Shoot, okay. 2 out of 3. Again, it would be nice to kill this pikeman if we can. I just don't think that's going to happen, admittedly. Unless we use one of our mages to do it. I think, well, actually, we're going to kind of have to, because he's standing in the way of where we need to go. So I suppose we could use our spear attack, soften him up a bit. I think what I'd rather do, though, is maybe just get Lasar in there, blast him with the Scepter of Fire, and try and make work of him that way. All right, let's go like this. Lasar's going to go right here and hit him with the Scepter. Perfect. Okay, that's great. This guy lost his movement, but that's fine. The main reason I did that is I didn't want Lasar standing right here next to the Warlord. Standing over here, being at risk of these other units then coming into attack. So I think it was better to do that. Let's move the Mage of Light in here and blast again. Hopefully we'll land at least 2 out of the 3. There we go. Oh, that's excellent. Okay, now he's just 1 shot away from death. Oh, and we can't quite make it in there with this guy. That would be great to level him up. Ooh, and look who can get in there, though, the Griffin Rider. It'd be kind of wasted because the Griffin Rider's about to level up anyway. Oh, it's a shame this little guy can't make it in there. But, yeah, I mean, this wouldn't be the worst idea. At least get him to level up to Griffin Master. Just seeing what else we could do. Yeah, everybody else doesn't really need the experience, so let's make that happen. We'll just go right in. Hopefully we get the hit. Perfect. There we go. And there we got a Griffin Master already now. That's excellent. Crossbowman here needs to die. We've also got this Longbowman in the open who's going to cause us a little bit of grief. Guardsman can move in to get some hits on him as well. So maybe we want to protect our Knight because he's not feeling amazing at the moment. Our Highwaymen are kind of okay, but they're not doing great either. Maybe we'll just start off with some hits from this little guy. Although, again, I do want to try and get the kill with him if possible to level him up. All right, here's what we'll do. We'll step in with this Sentinel, like this. Let's see what we can do. Nice. Shoot, okay, I was hoping for a little bit more damage than that. Conrad can move in and soften him up with some bow shots or some sword hits. You know what? And if Conrad gets the kill, that's fine. Okay, now he's in really, really weak condition. But unfortunately, I forgot that then got rid of this guy's movement spots, and now we can't get in there to get the kill. So I just kind of cut off my own plan there. That's a bit unfortunate. All right, well, we'll just park him right here then for protection. Meanwhile, the knight, I guess, could get in there and get the kill. Yeah, that didn't really go the way I was hoping. I didn't think that one all the way through. I should have moved Conrad maybe one further like this, and then had the spot in there for this guy. My only concern with moving the horseman over here is that then the cavalry could swoop in and try to kill him. But you know what? I think that's a risk I'm going to just have to take. Oh, man. Come on. Finally. Holy cow. We took a lot of punishment there. Now we're in really bad shape. All right. Our highwayman, I think, can kind of do a 1-2 punch on this guy. We can also get our stalwart in there and our champion as well. So let's do that. We'll go here with our highwayman. Give him some business. Highwayman's probably going to be in bad shape after this, though, unfortunately. Yeah. He took some damage. He's got really low health, so he may end up going down. But again, sacrifices must be made. So we're going to try for the kill here. We have to hit twice. Perfect. There we go. More experience gain there. That's great. With this highwayman, I think what I'd rather do is just step up like this for the healing benefit of being in the Major Lights zone. The only danger of that is it kind of reduces his benefit. You can see because he's illuminated, it actually is a disadvantage to him, where normally he would get an advantage as it moves into nighttime. Just something to remember. We'll keep the Lord on the village for now because he needs the health. Meanwhile, everybody else can start moving up because we need to get bodies to that front line. All of our units that need health kind of need to move up together, I think. So we'll do something like this just to get that healing benefit. Great Mage can keep healing for another turn, perhaps, and then we'll get him moving as well. I think that's really going to do it for everybody's movement. So let's see. Hopefully we don't lose our highwayman. Oh, no. Okay, good. He tried for the crossbow shot and missed on our knight. Okay, now here goes the highwayman. Oh. Oh, we can't take one more. Oh, no. Oh, and we lost our highwayman. Dang it. Yeah, that's a pain. We still have our loyal highwayman, but definitely hurts to lose, especially at nighttime when he had the advantage. All right, but hey, we're going for broke here. That's the whole point of this is to try to kill Queen Asheviere. Again, last scenario, so we don't have to keep any units in reserve. We're going for broke. So, let's see here. We've got the Dragoon. Got to kill the Dragoon. Now, Magic would probably be a good choice. Of course, being a lawful unit, it is at a disadvantage at night. We also want to get rid of the Swordsman. That's probably the most dangerous of our opponents that are kind of in our midst right now. So maybe let's get Lassar down there and just Scepter of Fire this guy. Yeah, there we go. Good damage. Excellent. And we killed him off, so that's helpful. All right. Conrad, again, could do some pretty nasty damage with his bow. See here. We probably want to get our Griffin Master just kind of moving. I don't really think it's worth keeping him in this fight. At least not around here. Could even just send him in to grab a village. Meanwhile, over here, can anybody actually get into this fight? No, nobody's in range to make it in to fight the Dragoon. So why don't we just start heading in towards these villages here like this? I think that's probably going to be the best course of action. Again, we want healers in there, providing that healing for all our units that are moving in. Move the Lord in, and we'll put our general on the village. Meanwhile, our Great Mage can also advance. He's healthy enough. I don't think it's worth getting him any more health. Now, this Stalwart can go toe-to-toe with this Dragoon, I think, in open combat here. Boy, I would have liked to have hit more times. That's kind of unfortunate. But it is what it is. Conrad can step around here, give him some bow attacks. Okay, 2 out of 3. Mage of Light can do the same with some light beam attacks. Ouch, that hurt. Okay, so he's in bad shape, but he's not quite done yet. Highwayman is now at an advantage because of the knight. And our Griffin Master can move in if necessary. I think with our Griffin Master, we'll just go and grab the village. All right, now that frees things up. We can get somebody in there to blast this guy for some more damage. So if we hit twice, we'll get the kill. Let's try it. Oh, come on. Rotten luck there. So now we're probably just going to have to try for the kill with our Highwayman, I think. Okay, there we go. Sentinel and Stalwart can team up on this guy along with our Mage of Light. So why don't we move our Mage in, give him the business here with Light Beam. Hope we dodge that crossbow. Okay, good. Nice, there's 2 hits. And then we can step over like this and go for some spear damage. I'm just seeing... Yeah, if we hit twice, we'll get the kill. Nice, very good. And there's some experience gain. Always helpful. We'll step down here for the healing benefit. And then we definitely need our knight to get some healing. So you know what? I'm going to just use him to grab some villages for a bit. Again, the gold doesn't really matter at this point, but I might as well. And we're going to end it there. Now, something I could do is... Conrad survives here. We can put Conrad on this castle here and start recruiting more units, which I think would be not a bad idea. Again, we don't have to worry about saving anything for the next scenario, so why not? We might as well use it, or we're going to lose it anyway, so... this guy here, again, we want to try and level him up. I mean, he kind of got unlucky in the last turn there, so... Maybe we can team up on this cavalryman a little bit. We're just gonna use our Grand Knight to grab another village. Let's see. Actually, okay, our Highwayman is about to level up, so if we can get in there and do some damage with him, or get a kill with him, that would be ideal as well. Be a good way to get him some health back very quickly. So why don't we step over here and give him some spear attacks. Nice. Very nice. Okay, and then we should be able to get the finish here. Perfect, and there's the evolution. Great, now we have our stalwart. All right, now it's these heavy infantrymen who are very tanky. Can be quite dangerous, so we want to make sure we get rid of them. This one is fearless as well, so he's not suffering a penalty at nighttime. Now, between our Mages of Light, I think we should be able to get rid of him. Okay, and then let's do the other side here. Okay, excellent. Now, Conrad can go here, and we could recruit or recall some units here. You know what? I wouldn't mind maybe having this steel-clad, actually. The only problem, of course, is the steel-clad doesn't benefit from the steadfast that the other dwarvish units, the guardsmen, do. But you know what? What the heck? Let's recall him. And at the very least, he has high defense in the city tiles here, in these castles. So that will be useful. Highwaymen can move in. So now it's just this guy who needs to die. And I think Lassar should be able to handle him on her own. And if not, we have other units to assist. Very nice. Excellent. Okay. Now, our Griffin Master can grab another village. And then why don't we just step on down, grab the healing there. And then everybody else on this side is going to need to move in. So we'll do some magic damage here. Boy, didn't get too lucky with our hits there, but oh well. Delphador could step down and do some pretty hefty damage. The only problem is that puts him at risk of this duelist getting in there and stabbing him a bunch of times. Plus, there's no guarantee for the kill. We're only at 65% chance of getting the finish, which isn't ideal. Now, thankfully, the Sentinel can step down to assist, and so can the Druid. So I think we're fine. Let's try it. Ooh, kind of unlucky there. That's a bit of a shame. 13 health remaining, so we'd have to hit 2 out of the 3. I think we can do that, so let's try it. Perfect. Good experience for the Druid as well. Now, we do have to be careful because, of course, Delphador is going to be at risk. Ooh, and unfortunately, I didn't think about it, but the Queen could step out and hit Delphador as well. Yeah, that's not good. Didn't really think that one all the way through, unfortunately. We'll grab this. We'll head over here. We're going to cross the bridge with these guys. We'll move down this way to assist, and then we'll get in there for the healing on that side. We'll leave the general on the village for the healing up there. Otherwise, I think we are good. So we're going to end it there. Now, here's the danger. Oh, yikes. The enemy commander came out to attack my Griffin Master. Ooh. Okay, and Asheviere is coming out to hit my Griffin Master as well. Now, this might be a golden opportunity, actually, to see if we can kill off Asheviere. She's left the safety of the castle, so this is a very, very good chance for us to maybe get that kill if possible. All right, now, Kalen's can get in there, and so can Delphador. We might be able to blast this duelist out of his shoes here. And the other good thing is, the Dark Queen, you can see her melee attack is not great. So why don't we just give her the claws here? Take this, witch! Nice, good damage there. She's in really bad shape. We should be able to get in there. And you know what? Using our new Steel Clad might be the way. Might be fitting to have Lassar kill her own mother, though. We just have to hit one time with the Scepter to do it. Okay, before we do that, let's just make sure we're covering our own keisters here. We don't want to, put ourselves in a bad spot. So let's see if we can just clean things up otherwise. This. Ouch. Okay, and then Kalen's can step in and hopefully get the finish with his Fairy Fire. Perfect. We'll put the Druid there for the healing. Our Dwarvish Lord can jump across the water, grab that village. We'll grab here and there. Champion can move in. Everybody's just going to advance, I think, really. Grab this village while we can. Our general can step up. Alright, so the Queen herself, again, we can just probably get the kill with Lassar. That might be the wise choice. Don't think anybody else can really get in there. Oh, you know what? Conrad could do it. Maybe we should have Conrad do it. Again, we have found out that Conrad is not actually the heir to the throne. He's an orphan who was switched out by Delphador when Delphador was unable to save the prince, or the princes, I guess, but was able to kill off their murderers so that he could make it seem like he saved one of the princes. Who do we want? You know what? Let's have Lassar kill her mother. It's kind of twisted, but I think it's the way to go. So here we go. Oh man, there we go. Mother, I swore to end your reign of evil, and now I shall. Daughter, I built this kingdom for you. It has all been for you. Even now, can you not tell the truth? Your greed has corrupted your soul. You are a monster, a murderess. It pains me to kill you, Mother, but you have chosen your own fate. For Wesnoth! Lassar strikes a killing blow. And so passes Asheviere, the Dark Queen of Wesnoth. We have won at last! Lassar, you will be queen! Yes, but I won't ever forget what you've done for me, Conrad, Delphador, and Kalen's. So much blood, so much death. For what? A title? For justice, Elf Lord. We fight because if we do not, evil would prevail. but I implore you to let the dead have their rest. We have taken victory. Tomorrow is a new day. Friends, let us build this kingdom anew. Oh, and wasn't that fitting? Lassar leveled up when she killed her mother. So kind of sad that Lassar had to be the one to kill her own mother. But again, very fitting in that she's going to be taking on the crown, and so you kind of have to do your own laundry in this case, where she had to deal with her mother, who had obviously not been a great queen, been quite evil, and so it'll be interesting to see now. How the kingdom fares under Lassar's rule. Hopefully she's just and fair as she's kind of claiming to be, and as the assessment of that Elvish Council thought that she would be. But in any case, we were able to successfully complete the scenario. We did so with some losses, but of course we were playing a little bit more fast and loose, given that we knew there was no upcoming scenario. So let's just double check and make sure what happened. So like I said, we killed off the initial leader over here in that first episode. We did kill off the Orcish leader, as we saw, and then we did have a chance here. We were potentially going to be able to kill off the Cavalier as well, but Asheviere came out to attack us, and that gave us a great opportunity to get the finish. So all in all, I'm quite happy with how this scenario and overall how this campaign has gone. So let's just make sure there's nothing to move forward to. And so the Dark Queen's reign was ended. Lassar, daughter of Gerard II and heir to the throne of Wesnoth, was crowned queen and bearer of the Scepter of Fire, which she would pass on to all her successors. Her reign was long, and she undid the evil deeds of her mother. Delphador became Lassar's high counselor, advising her in the most important matters of state. He lived until a ripe old age and was granted a royal funeral, after which he was buried in the royal crypt in Weldon. Kalens returned to his home in the north and never again returned to the lands of men. Conrad became a noble in Lassar's court. He married Lassar, and together they had 2 sons and a daughter. The bones of the young Prince Conrad were retrieved from the elves and buried in the royal crypt in Weldon, which Conrad visited to pay homage every week. The end. Well, there you have it. We've completed Heir to the Throne, which, again, is kind of the, I think, the poster child scenario, the poster child campaign for the Battle for Wesnoth. Again, because it culminates in an actual battle for Wesnoth, in the battle for the city of Weldon. This one was a ton of fun to bring to you guys. I had an absolute blast playing it. Even going all the way back to when I played this game in my youth, I had never actually completed this campaign. So it was all new to me. I didn't know how it was going to end. So that was quite the adventure, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I won't yammer on any further, but as always, I really appreciate all your support. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.